A little controversial today, but definitely super interesting. We're talking about industry plants in music.
Yeah, and it's something that everyone seems to be talking about in 2024, so lots to unpack here.
For sure, for sure. So I guess to start, we got to make sure everyone's on the same page. When we say industry plant, what exactly do we mean? What are we even talking about?
So basically, it's this idea that there are artists out there who seem like they just kind of blew up out of nowhere organically, like there's this independent success story.
Right. They built this huge following all on their own, yeah.
Exactly. But the truth is, they're actually being heavily backed by a record label. Like the whole thing is kind of orchestrated behind the scenes.
Huh. It is interesting. It's like they're presenting this facade of being this independent artist. It's like a magic trick almost. How do they even pull that off?
Well, you see a lot of it on social media. Like you'll have these videos that go viral on TikTok, seemingly out of nowhere, right? But sometimes those are actually carefully planned by marketing teams. Like they're designed to go viral.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you have these artists with these perfectly curated social media presences, and they're getting placed on these huge playlists that everyone's listening to. But maybe it's not so organic,
So it's not just about the music itself. It's like they're creating this whole narrative around the artist to make them seem like they blew up organically.
Exactly. And that's where it gets tricky, right? Because it really blurs the lines between genuine talent and just manufactured hype.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you wonder, like, ethically speaking, is this even okay? Is it deceptive? And is it like robbing actual independent artists of opportunities?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, on the one hand, the music industry has always been about marketing and promotion, right?
Sure.
Labels have been shaping narratives and pushing artists for, decades. That's nothing new.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's just that with streaming and social media, it's all gotten, a lot more intense, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I see that.
Because it's easier than ever to manipulate algorithms and create this illusion of popularity.
It really makes you think twice about everything you see online, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a listener, like, how can we even navigate this? How do we even know who to support?
Transparency is key, right? But that's not always easy to come by. So I think being a critical listener is super important. Question the narratives you see, Look past those perfectly curated Instagram feeds and really, truly listen to the music.
It's like being a detective.
Yeah.
Got to dig a little deeper, look for clues. Have you ever, come across an artist that made you think, wait a minute, something feels a little off here?
Right.
What were the telltale signs, if you don't mind me asking?
Sometimes it's just this gut feeling, but then you can kind of look at their trajectory, like how quickly they gained popularity, who's promoting them, that sort of thing. Even things like analyzing their lyrics and music videos for any sort of manufactured trends.
Oh, interesting. It's fascinating and, I got to say, kind of disheartening all at the same time. It really makes you appreciate those artists who have genuinely built their careers from the ground up even more,
Totally.
This whole industry plant thing, I think it raises a lot of important questions. It really highlights the importance of staying informed and being like a conscious consumer of music.
I completely agree. And it really does make you think, if an artist's music is genuinely good, does it even matter how they achieved their success? Or are we getting too caught up in this whole idea of authenticity that we're kind of missing the point? It's a big question, something to think about, as you continue exploring the wild world of music out there.
It really is a wild world. Lots to unpack. And that is something to think about, for sure. Lots to think about. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Catch you all next time.
See you next time.